high, he misses. So the runners now once again on the corners for Southeast.
Yeah, that was a big walk because now coming up is what will be the possible 10th run for Southeast. And now we got to start taking into consideration the run rule that will be in effect if Southeast is able to push their lead to 10.
So Pappas now already batted earlier this inning, so they've batted around for the Southeast team. Takes strike one. 2 outs, it's still the second inning here with a 27-minute rain delay in between. The 0-1 on its way outside for ball one. Michael Brearley in pitching for the New England squad. Batting is Pappas. Pappas lining one up the middle, and that one's down. And actually the force out will be recorded as Honors notices that Barker really wasn't hustling down to second base. And they'll record the third out there, so that'll end the second inning here. It's currently 7-0. So heading into the top of the third, we will be sending it to another quick commercial break, and right after that, we will see the New England squad up to bat in the top of the third. All right, yeah, send it to commercial. With currently the Southeast team up 7-0 on this New England squad in the top of the third inning. Just to run you through some stats here, the Southeast team scoring 2 in the first and 5 in the second. That's 7 runs on 2 hits and no errors. As for New England, 1 hit, showing for that with no runs and 1 error. So again, out to pitch for the Southeast squad is Ryan Barker in his third inning of work here. Currently at 41 pitches, only allowing 1 hit, striking out 4 and walking 1. Paquette now.
Get us going, Blake.
Looking that one sail high for ball 1.
Well, Aiden, I have a quick story for you. Did some investigating, and I found out why his nickname is Duct Tape.
Let's hear it. Tell us that one.
Well, the reason why his nickname is Duct Tape is that when he was 7 years old, he was playing on a team, and one of the coaches came over and said, well, he was always my first baseman. His glove was just that sticky. He could catch anything. So that's why his nickname is Duct Tape.
Interesting. So a defensive perspective on the nickname. I usually don't hear those all that often. That's kind of interesting there. But a good story nevertheless. As I'm not sure what the stoppage and play here is. Looks like the head coach for the Southeast squad out to talk to his ringer.
Could they be possibly switching pitchers? They will.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is that we got the story in about his nickname before he left.
That's true, and that's all that matters, right? I'm sure he'll still be in the game playing somewhere else, but I don't know whether that was shoulder problems, but he left at a really awkward time.
19, entering for 9.
Because currently the count's 2-0, so coming into pitch here will be number 19 for the Southeast squad. We're trying to get a name on that. It looks like Ryan will be the name on his jersey coming in. It was kind of interesting. It might have been shoulder problems from what I'm seeing here. So maybe a sore arm day 3 here at this World Series.
It is day 3. They did have about a 30-minute rain delay. He does throw seriously hard for, you know, a pitcher in this league. So quite possibly some shoulder tightness. Look, they're young. You don't want to try to mess anything up. All right, come on, come out. Or get you some ice packs. We're going to massage it, try to stretch it out, and we're going to make sure that you're good to go for bracket play.
That's true, and whether we'll see him for bracket play, that will still yet be questionable, because you really don't want to be messing with too many kids' arms, especially at this age. They're still growing, and it's tough. I mean, I get the competitive nature of these teams. They really want to win these games, but I mean, when you look at the overall picture about where they'll be in 2 years from now, or whatever the case may be, you want to have arm protection and arm preventative care.
Change in the lineup.
So they can continue to pitch later on in their careers.
And the big thing about that position change is that they didn't just simply just switch him out and he's still playing out there. He is a big part of the team. He is in the dugout, and hopefully he'll be okay.
43 pitches.
So Packett still now with a 2-0 count, so he'll be looking for a pitch to drive here. And Ryan, all he's looking to do is just throw strikes at this point, already down in a hole.
Yeah, so a new pitcher can change everything for New England. They can just find a way to tee off on them. The comeback could be on.
So Blake Paquette trying to be a leadoff hitter right here. Here with no outs in the top of the 3rd inning, it's 2-1. The delivery on its way, big swing and a miss there on the inside part of the plate.
Dropping. Ball's dropping. Dropping, Blake.
Fry still behind the plate for Southeast squad. That'll be a ball high, so run the count to 3-1. Kind of awkward coming in when you're given a 2-1 or 2-0 count. Try and battle back.
Here we go. Let's go, Blake. All right.
Just over the head there. The Packett is going to take his base.
Come on, Shiny.
Now coming up is Sean Collins.
Next up, we have
Bring it to you. Come on, Sean.
number 35.
So still here with no outs. A ground ball to the left side, fielded by Ryan, and the peg over to first is in time. A good athletic play from the pitcher as he'll record the first out of the inning, but nevertheless, moving Packett up to second base and into scoring position.
Yeah, the important thing for New England, they got a runner in scoring position. It did come at the trade-off of an out.
For New England, we have
but as long as you can just
5.
keep just breaking into that lead piece by piece, it'll work.
So William Weiss now fouling that one up along the right side. Everyone trying to duck under cover on that one. A fair attendance on this overcast then rainy day. The fans still here after the total of probably 2 hours in rain delay. And breaking ball right back to the pitcher, fielded and over to first, but advancing to third and past him. Phelps could not field it. Coming home is Packett for the first run for New England in this game. It's 7-1.
That's just big heads-up base running by Paquette as the ball just sails past the third baseman, and it gets far enough to where it just digs under the fence and just gets right back up, slides in. He's good to go, and look, it may not be a couple runs, it may just be one run, but a 6-run deficit better than 7, and New England has to keep working on these new pitchers that they see.
So a ball back to the pitcher from a man on second, scoring there for New England's first run of this ball game. And now Honor on the left-hand side of the batter's box here with 1 out in the 3rd inning. Jacob Honor, the 2-hole hitter here. Here with 2 outs, looking to be yet another leadoff man for this New England squad as he'll take ball 2 on the outside half of the plate. So 2-2 count here with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Pitch on its way, a big swing and a miss. And correct me there, it was not 2 strikes. So a little tough time seeing the scoreboard here. And I believe it's actually 2-1 here with 2 outs, so a good 2-0 cut. And Honor fouling that one off. Out of play along the left side. So now it's 2-2 here with 2 outs in the 3rd inning.
The Rhino is on fire.
Everyone's still enjoying themselves after a rainy day here.
Speak for
Phenix
yourself.
City, Alabama.
I'm still wet.
Well, the fans aren't here. Come on, that's what we do it for.
Come on, you can hit him, Jake. You can hit him.
Jake Honor, here we go.
Yeah!
As he will run the count to 3-2.
Big 3-2 count right here. And New England just getting another base runner and just trying to see if you can get him around, especially somebody with a little bit of speed that can be a threat to steal. Try to force something.
Jacob Honor struck out in his first at-bat. See if he
Come on,
can
Jake. Come on, baby.
change his fate this time around. And he will take all 4 on the outside corner of the plate.
Next
And we'll
up,
take his
first
base.
baseman, number
So
20,
again, another base runner for New England.
Big Greek Raduli.
The PA announcer here, we can't get enough of him. You gotta love all these nicknames we're getting here.
Hey!
So Sam will be taking ball 1. Fry looked to peg it back to first.
Yeah,
Honor quickly retreating.
the big thing for Radulis right here is just a good quality at-bat, just looking for the pitch that you want to drive into the outfield. That may have been it right there. That one looked
Taking
good.
that fastball right there. Maybe it would have been a good pitch to hit, but he's got a plan right there.
Turn on it, buddy.
Come on, Sam.
Sam Radulis now with the 1-1. Now with a pass ball under the umpire, as Honor will advance to second.
Hands up, Jacob.
See, now this is the perfect situation. I need a base hit into the outfield will definitely bring home a run from second.
So Tyler Ryan on the mound for the Southeast team. It's the 1 pitch in there for strike 2. It's 2-2-2 yet again. Here in the bottom of this, and the top half of this 3rd inning. 3rd.
Come on, Sam.
And here we go again. Breaking ball, got him swinging to end the top of the 3rd inning. New England puts 1 run on the board here, and they threaten for a little bit, but Southeast still has a
Number
commanding
19,
lead
Ty
of
Ryan,
7-1. We'll keep it
it's
right here
17.
as we'll be into the bottom of the 3rd just shortly. But man, that was kind of a fun inning. It was interesting to see all these spirits are still high, even after the rain delay. But I mean, I just kind of like the atmosphere here. It's a nice, now somewhat sunny day, a bit of an overcast, but blue sky. We can finally start to see it now.
Yeah, it definitely cleared up. It doesn't sound good for tomorrow, as we'll keep our eye on what's happening. Thunderstorms will be in the area in the morning. It's just tough, and you don't want to start bracket play out on a sour note, because bracket play at that point is make it or break it. It is double elimination, but if you lose that first game of bracket play, the chances are it doesn't look good for you making it to the World Series. The first game is just so important, and for both of these teams, A, you got to stay healthy, and B, you just got to find a little bit of momentum. Southeast finding that momentum and looking for their first win in pool play in general.
And what is nice that we will look to complete pool play games by the end of today, so we will not run tomorrow, which is very good news for all teams in this tournament. It looks like Brearley will be coming out for his 2nd inning of work here for the New England squad.
As behind us coming in now is New Jersey. New Jersey will be taking on Phenix City right after this game. That will cap off our late night action, last game of the night, as the hometown Phenix City squad will look to go 3-0 and win their group. And that'll be, just a nice capper for this city to get ready for pool play. As, for Phenix City, the big thing about Phenix City is that as a host team, there's always kind of a thought process that we wonder how good you are because as a host team, you automatically qualify. But Phenix City has shown that they have great pitching. That 13-inning marathon that they had yesterday, they ended with a walk-off single by Jackson Smith with the bases loaded. It was a beautiful moment. That was early in the morning. That doesn't count their win late at night. So Phenix City, a lot of these teams 2-0. Phenix City had to get 2 of those wins yesterday. And they played about 3 games and some change of baseball.
Emphasis on the change
Yeah.
there. 13 innings, man, that's no fun. That's a whole other game.
So 13 innings one game, 7 innings the next game, both going into extras. So yeah, 13. So about 3 games and some change for Phenix City. So if you want to see a team that has a lot of guts, but it's probably a little bit tired, it's going to be Phenix City.
So Neil Smith at the bottom of the order here for the Southeast team to lead things off here. As he'll watch the strike go by on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Michael Brearley in for his second inning of work here. Another fastball down right in front of home plate. Picked up by Sulo. Now into catching duties and will throw that one into right field. Felipe now relaying that one in, taken by Martino.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
not
he's
advance
back.
past that. So a little
Your center fielder, number
right
18.
in front of home plate can
They
stretch
call him
that out
Firestone.
to a
The
double.
Michelin Man, John
For Neil
Will Horner.
So John Fournier now up to bat here for the Southeast squad, back at the top of the order. And they're just looking on to put some more runs on the board.
You just keep it on with the quality at bats. Something that Southeast has been able to do early in games. They got to be able to keep up. They got to be able to finish. They know how to start, got to know how to finish, especially when we start getting into bracket play tomorrow.
So Sula, of course, used to be the pitcher in this game, now in catcher and doing the catching duties here for Brearley. I still throw the first one outside for ball 1. So the 1-0 on its way. Attempted bunt from Fournier. Did not give anything there. It's ball 2.
2-0 with a runner on second. New England kind of found themselves back in a tough position. It just hasn't been going their way so far here, halfway through this game.
And a strike called necessary there. It's 2-1. And you really don't ever want to get a batter 3-0 because that means you really have to fight back. The hitter knows that if he doesn't see his pitch, he's not swinging. And a big fly ball to left field, but looks like that the ballpark will contain it as Folco is under it and corrals that one for the first out.
He's back. He's your catcher, number 22. They call him Small Fry, but we know him as Luke the Whale Fry.
So Luke Fry now stepping in with a runner on second. Looking to see if he can drive it yet another runner home. He'll take that one high. Fry already with 1 hit, 1 RBI, and scoring a run with 2 at-bats for the Southeast squad earlier today. In the second inning, Southeast batted around. That one missing along the outside edge. It's 2-0 here with 1 out.
And once again, we're back to that 2-0 count for New England. They got to find a way to battle back. Just have good quality pitches.
That one couldn't catch the edge as Sulo drops it. A peg over to third. And he just avoids the tag. Smith just gets around it there.
Just barely, for Weiss over there. Great catch, a great stretch. Just wasn't able to get the tag on him just in time. I mean, it was bang, bang. And honestly, if you would have called him out, I could see it. It's just one of those tough plays to call.
Head coach Joe Carrillo looking out here to challenge this play. Of course, no video replay available to the umpires, but they're just kind of discussing it to see whether the tag was in time, and they will confirm that call is safe. He had a good recovery there from Sula. That kind of got away from him. He picked it up and just made the peg over to third, but just not in time.
Yeah, getting that runner going to third and getting 2 outs, that would have been huge for New England momentum-wise.
So Luke Fry now with the 3-0. And we'll watch as the strike grooves the corner. So Mike Brearley now with the 3-1 on its way. Fastball lined out to first base. Martino will make the play there and look over to third. And no
Up on deck, you have
Smith.
your first baseman, number 7. They call him the Mac truck, Hudson Pugh.
So Hudson Tune, as you could probably hear from the PA announcer up in the booth, he'll step in with 2 outs and a runner on third. It's 7-1 here in the third inning. That one driven down the right field line and just foul.
Yeah, that's a tough one. It just kept curving to the right, and definitely would have gave Tune maybe 2 bases if he had found his way on the right side of the white line.
So Hudson Tune, the 3-hole hitter, scoring 2 runs today and walking in both of his previous at-bats. He'll probably be eager to get a ball in play at this one. That one, another one outside there.
Mike.
The count's now 1-1. Delivery from Brearley. That one just fouled off to the backstop. Now ahead 1-2.
Hey, Mike. One more, Mike. One more.
Michael Brearley now potentially 1 strike away from an inning-ending strikeout. On its way, foul ball to the right side. That one off the chain link fence, and we'll do it again.
Here, Mike.
That's a big 1-2 count.
Go, Mike.
New England just trying to get out of this inning. Runner on third, 60 feet away. Got to stop the bleeding, and they still got half a game to go.
Here we go again. Ground ball to the right side, fielded by Paquette. And a peg over to first in time to end the inning, so no more runs on the board for Southeast. As New England wins the third inning by a score of 1-0, but overall Southeast leads at 7-1 on 3 hits and only 1 error. So we will send it to the top of the 4th inning right after the break, and you're listening to CTV Beam 7 and YouTube Live. It's the Cal Rip Continue World Series right after these commercials.
13 pitch count is 37.
If you haven't visited Kramer's Sports Bar and Grill in Phenix City, why wait any longer? Food and fun for the whole family. Take a walk on the wild side. Kramer's is your only local spot for exotic dishes such as venison sliders, frog legs.
You good? Okay. And welcome back to the Cal Ripken 10 and Under World Series. Now New England up to bat. They're currently down 7-1. And in to pitch again for the Southeast squad is Ryan. As Martino now quickly ahead 1-0 in this 4th inning. Ball taken high now again. In command is Martino.
And just looking for more quality at bats out of New England. Just gotta, I don't know if they played a small ball, but yeah, you go just play a small ball and just find your way on base.
So Tyler Ryan currently at the 17 pitch mark. And threw a fastball right in there as Martino swings and misses.
Jump one now. Jump one.
So here we go. It's the top of the 4th inning. The 2-1 pitch on its way and outside for ball 3.
Yeah, this is just a good quality at bat that New England needs. Don't worry about trying to get 6 runs back right here. Just worry about each and every batter. I got to get on base. I got to get on base.
And a big cut there from Martino. Tyler Ryan now evening out the count at 3-2. Both pitcher and hitter battling here in the 4th. And a big high fly ball. That one's deep. No doubt about it. She is out of here.
in. There you go. The 2-7. The Big Bang Theory has put it out of the park.
Joshua Martino with the big fly. And that's the second of the day we've seen at Field 1 here in this
So
tournament.
we have changed the Big Bang Theory's name to the Big Bambino.
Hey, we got to get a mic on this PA guy. I love him. Man, I can't stress that enough.
All right. Next up, we have your
Joshua
pitcher,
Martino.
number 24,
Man, that thing was
the
way
Sultan
go.
of SWAT, Jason Sulo.
So, of course, now Jason Sulo has not a whole lot of action this game. Now looking to be another good leadoff man here.
Yeah, first pitch in the dirt. You got to wonder if that luck starts to run out for Southeast, because we talked about how in the first half of the game they're good. It's the second half. It's how they finish. We hit that fourth inning and a home run given up to lead off. 7-2 now. New England is down, and just Sulo just trying to get on base.
So Tyler Ryan a little bit flustered here, losing this at bat with Sulo, now down 2-0. Still with no outs here in the top half of this fourth inning. Delivery on its way. Again, pulling that way foul. That ball might have hit him if he didn't make contact.
Definitely way on the inside. He's trying to make him swing at anything right now. Really for Ryan, just trying to get back to an even count.
So Sulo now. Ryan, excuse me, with the 2-1. On its way, and a strike called on the outside corner. 2-2 with no outs, so Sulo just trying to be that leadoff man once again. Sulo with the breaking ball, bouncing it to the left side. Foster's going to have to make a quick throw over to first, and in time he got his man for the first out of this inning.
We have number 3, Vince. Forget about it, Folco.
So Vince Folco now coming up here with one out in the fourth. That's a ball outside there for him.
It's so important for New England to get ahead of these counts now, and they don't. And pretty much they're letting the pitcher do it himself, missing down low in the zone.
So Tyler Ryan again with the delivery. That one high, and the backstop near us. You can hear that one rattle around. And quickly down 2-0 once again. So it's really the big question here is, can you get that first pitch strike called?
And right now for Southeast, the answer is no.
Really for both teams, especially. Now the tide's starting to turn here for New England.
Heads up.
As that one fouled off into the netting.
Good swing. Here we go.
It's 2-1. So Vince Folco up against Tyler Ryan with the delivery once again, and that one outside as the count now runs to 3-1. New England not out of this game yet. A 5-run deficit, but they do have life. And with that being said, Folco will walk rounding first base, and we'll stop there.
Thought about second if
Coming in,
catcher
your
for
left field,
Southeast wasn't able to locate the ball.
your catcher.
Keeping his head on a swivel, that's
number
what you got to
13,
do. If you can steal that extra base,
the
steal it.
Bear Breeze.
And right there, that was almost a prime example of taking advantage of those pass balls on ball 4. So Brearley, the pitcher for this New England squad currently, will take ball 1, and the head coach out for Southeast to check up on his ringer.
And here's the thing for Southeast. You got to wonder how much longer Ryan can go. Not that he's done a bad job, but he's definitely had some trouble finding the strike zone. And maybe a little bit flustered after getting up that home run to lead off the inning. It's been a tough inning for him.
It has, but he still has a 5-run lead, so you do have to keep that in
It's
mind.
true.
And I'm sure that's what the head coach over there is really reminding him of. It's like, hey, we still have the control of this game here. All we want you to do is throw strikes, and if you do that, we will get out of this inning. So now Tyler Ryan with a clear head. Here with the 1-0 Pitch to Brearley. That one down low, bouncing in front of home plate once again. It's 2-0 here with 1 out, so a double play gets you out of the inning if you're Southeast.
Once again, a 2-0 count, and New England have been fortunate enough to be in these situations here in the 4th inning.
Ball high running at 3-0, so Brearley will most likely have the take sign here. Wanting to get Ryan just up in pitch count.
Patience is a virtue. As these New England batters become much more patient and just letting Southeast pitch around them.
Brearley, ground ball on the right side, hard line drive. That might be that double play ball that they wanted. And he's safe at first there. So the good relay from Foster to Johnson to Toon, but not in time to get the speedy Brearley.
Number 23. They call him Jake from State Farm. Carrillo.
So Joe Carrillo's son, Jake Carrillo, now up to bat for New England. So watch that one down low, no advancement from the runner. A good stop there.
Yeah, Jacob. Go, Jacob. It's like batting practice now.
From Logan Smith. It's 7-2. New England still with a 5-run lead.
Good eye.
As Tyler Ryan has thrown 6 straight balls. Oh, excuse me, not quite, because their ball in play was a strike, but still not getting ahead of these hitters and relying on fastballs kind of behind in the count to have them make contact. So a curveball down to the left side. Foster, instead, no. Ryan will field it, the pair of first, not in time. As Carrillo legs out yet another single.
And that's a tough one for Ryan on the mound because he chased it down, tried to snatch it with his glove, and it hit off the tip of it and kind of pushed it more toward the left. And it gave Carrillo just enough time to get over to first.
So Blake Paquette now ground ball to second. Johnson will have that one. The clean throw over to first base will be in time, and that will end the top half of the 4th inning. You're currently listening to CTVBeam 7 and YouTube Live, No, you're listening to the Cal Ripken 10U World Series on CTVBeam 7 and YouTube Live. We'll keep it right here just kind of to take you through what we've seen throughout this game. It's really been the Southeast squad early on, and we thought this game was over from the beginning, scoring 2 in the first and 5 in the second, but then coming back after a big shot there.
Ty Ryan's pitch count is 41.
No, excuse me, that was Joshua Martino as we saw that one in the 4th inning. They're still down 5, but I do see some hope and momentum in their dugout.
And for Southeast, it's been a hard kind of road for them in pool play. Been able to get out the fast starts, but they kind of slowed down as games go along. They get into new pitchers. They kind of get into a little bit of a rut, I guess is the best way to say it, where teams like your New Englands and Alabamas can go out there and they can put together 6 complete innings. Southeast just needs to figure out how to finish. And so they'll come to bat right here. Let's see if they can get some insurance runs. But it's the pitching on their side that's got to come through big.
And something big, kind of an interesting dilemma and at the same time a good experience for these guys is that they really haven't played 6-7 days in a row. Pool play, then to bracket play, all back-to-back games. You got 3 games in pool play, and then depending on how far you go in bracket play, will your pitching still be there? And that's really been a big question so far. Of course, they're at the last leg of pool play, and that'll be interesting to see tomorrow how these teams face possibly losing and not being able to start their top guys.
Well, and that's why you got to keep an eye on the pitch count for a lot of these guys, making sure they don't go past 60 is probably kind of the sweet spot for a lot of these guys. And you want to try to save their arm and make sure they're limber. So there's a couple of guys for both New England and Southeast that can get the job done. And you want to see a couple of guys that don't pitch a lot. You want to see them kind of come through in this game right here. That's a big one, trying to determine where you're coming from in pool play. So you go into the bracket play, and you want to be able to rely on them as you make the run deep into the Cal Ripken World Series.
And we've already seen, of course, Ryan Barker having to leave the game at an awkward situation, kind of having his hitter 2-0 and then coach taking him out of the game for what looked to be shoulder problems or just maybe a sore shoulder. So we'll be having to keep an eye on that later into this tournament, and hopefully that doesn't flare up anymore, as Foster will be stepping in here for the Southeast team. As he'll take a ball on the outside part of the plate.
That's kind of the important thing for a lot of these pitchers is that once you feel the tightness, take them out. It's not worth it. To get some ice, try to get them rested up.
So Brearley back in the game, throwing a fastball there, swing and a miss from Foster. And this really is a big inning for Southeast because if they go down in order here, that's going to be a lot of momentum and a big momentum shift toward Southeast. That was a ground ball bobbled by Paquette. And the peg over the first, not in time. Foster legging that one out. Taking advantage on the error by Paquette.
That 1 second delay on getting that ball over to first, and the speed that he shows on the base pass. I mean, it's just hard to overcome that kind of speed. It's deadly.
Be aggressive. Let's go. Get some outs.
So Foster now, again, ground ball to the right side. That one through the hole. And not in time to get Foster running to second. As that was fielded by Felipe.
Next up to bat is your second baseman, number 8.
So record that
Brooks.
hit.
Prime time.
Aiden Foster.
Johnson.
That'll be Brooks Johnson into hit for Southeast. Oh, delivery. That one popped up to the right side. That will stay in play. And the catch made by Rodulis. So a big first out there with runners on first and second now. Double play, of course, will end this inning.
Coming in, he stands about that tall.
Just a great play
Number
right there.
19,
One pitch, get him out.
The Rhino.
And now the double play definitely in effect for New England.
So Ryan now taking a ball high. That one kind of bobbled by Sulo, but no runner advances.
As long as you keep it in front of you, it doesn't really matter. Those runners will stay at their bags.
So here with one out. Now just a bit outside.
Right there, just great play by the catcher. Got to stretch any way you can, any direction possible. Just keep it all in front of you.
You want to keep the force out in play at all times. So ground ball to the left side. That one fielded by Weiss, and he will go back to the bag at third and step on it for the second out of this inning. Interesting there. It probably could have turned to Paquette down to Rodulis.
He could have.
All right, we have number 1.
But the important thing is there, he got the lead runner.
And the force play is still on, so maybe at this age, that might have been
His name
the
is
best
Josh.
situation.
They call him Penny. We call him the 50-cent hair.
There are 2 outs to go here in the 4th inning. Runners on first and second. Southeast. Some insurance runs will be nice for the squad looking for their first win here in pool play.
So here now stepping in. They're taking a strike on the outside corner. Here with 2 outs. A base hit scores 1. It's currently 7-2. The Southeast team looking to tax on some more runs here late in this 4th inning. The 0-1 delivery on its way. Strike called on the upper half.
Strong. Can't remember the last time I saw New England in a 0-2 situation on the mound.
So the 0-2, got to be careful here. Down low. And a good pitch. Runner stealing from second. And he gets pegged out at third. So Sulo catches the runner stealing, and that will conclude the 4th inning. So, of course, Southeast threatens again, but again, no runs on 1 hit. You're listening to the Cal Ripken 10U World Series on CTVBeam 7 and YouTube Live. We'll be right back after the break.
Number 4, Noah, I know it.
And welcome back to the Cal Ripken 10U World Series here in Phoenix City, Alabama. There's a little bit of an overcast day, but the sun's kind of peeking out now. And we have a nice rest of the evening as it's the New England team versus the Southeast team. Southeast, of course, up 7-2, as you can see as we're headed into the top of the 5th inning. In to pitch versus the Southeast squad is Aiden Foster. And now batting will be Noah Felipe. Excuse me, as he will foul the first one off. Felipe having the right field duties for today's game and his first at bat here. Now when he watches that one down low for ball 2.
A good at bat start right now, facing a new pitcher.
And really, this is a crucial at bat for him. If he can get on and be a great leadoff man, this will be a good start for New England as he watches ball 3 sail by him. And he will do just that.
Here we go.
So Noah Felipe now, looking in from Foster. Foster's delivery on its way, and that'll be ball 4. So Noah Felipe with some life here for New England.
Leadoff walk-off to you good for New England. They got 6 outs. They got 6 outs to work with. Got to find fine run.
So we'll be going back to the top of the lineup here for William Weiss. As he'll watch that fastball. So they'll pass him over the plate for strike 1. No outs here in the top of the 5th. And a line drive, will that catch the shot? No, it will not. Foul ball there. That would have easily been a double there for William Weiss. Just couldn't quite keep that one fair.
Toon, I don't think Toon even realized the ball passed him. That's how fast it went down the first base line.
Will, great cut. Good job, buddy. Touch late, baby, on it. Square it up. A little quicker. You got him.
All right,
So Will looking to square this one up once again here. The 0-1 count. That one down to the dirt. Looks like an off-speed one, getting away from Luke Smith.
Nice job, Noah. Nice job. All right.
And Noah will advance to second. So record Felipe with a pass by a stolen base. It's 1-1 with no outs. Foster with the delivery. Ground ball to the left side. Fournier looks his runner back. And it's stretched over. That's an error by Toon. Going past him and scoring from second. Yeah! Is Noah Felipe. So you never know when you put the ball in play what might happen there. And as you can see, of course, New England now only down by 4.
I got this. Honor.
Couple of things. It all takes is just a couple of runs here and there. Don't got to get it all back. You just got to play a small ball. Got to play it one at bat at a time.
So Jacob Honor, the 2-hole hitter here. And in for Weiss will be a pinch runner. Connor taking command at second base here. So another runner in scoring position here for the New England squad. They still have a lot of fight left in them here. It's the 5th inning now. Ground ball to the left side once again, charging it is Fournier. The peg over, Deeks his runner at second, and he got him. Connor in. Deep from second, looking to go to third. A really smart play there from Fournier. Instead of trying to get his runner at first base, the speedy.
Number 12 for New England, Sam, the Big Greek, Roy Dudas.
He instead pegs his man off at second there, so really smart defensive work there. Again, that one fouled off his shin there. Up the bat is Rodriguez.
All right, Sammy, take it off, buddy. Good cut, Sammy. Good cut.
That's a big momentum change there for the Southeast squad. They really couldn't find a way to get an out here against New England. And it's the trickery by the shortstop which gets them their first out.
What was going to be a routine throw to first, he kind of just shook off, didn't throw it, and then he just kind of looked left and said, hey, I got a chance right here.
So Honor at first base, a big sweeping curveball. For strike 2.
Get aggressive.
0-2 on
So Sam Rodriguez now 0-2, here with 1 out in the 5th inning. And a big swing and a miss there, and yet a big second out for Southeast.
Coming in,
Foster
your
settled down
shortstop,
and has done a
number
fantastic job on the
27,
mound.
Josh, the Big Bambino Martino.
So Joshua Martino, of course, you remember his last at-bat, a screaming line drive home run.
Do it again, Josh.
That ball got out here in a hurry last inning, of course, against Foster, so he's going to want to be careful here in this at-bat as he throws that one to the backstop. A wild pitch there, advancing his Honor. Taking a small turnaround second. And will stay put there. Here with 2 outs, Martino now with a runner in scoring position, looking to tack on yet one more in this 5th inning. So foul ball back behind the plate, and a good catch there by the umpire. I applaud you for that. Almost like a Joe Mauer type play. I don't know if you remember that one. After it hit the backstop, just puts out his glove and gets that one. A line drive up the middle there for Martino. Rounding third is Honor. And a throw in time, but not quite there. Sliding into the tag is Honor scoring New England's 4th run of the game.
Yeah, that throw just coming up just a little bit short. And New England gets another run across. And they got a runner in scoring position and another well-placed hit. And I'd say a 2-run deficit heading into the 6th will be about pretty much what they want.
Jason, the Sultan of SWAT, Sulu.
So Jason Sula doing today's catching duties for the New England squad. Here up to bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. The momentum is in their favor.
Safe on contact.
Aiden Foster trying to keep these hitters at bay for the Southeast team.
Of course, he stepped away from the bag.
Still falls quickly behind 2-0. A little flustered here in this 5th inning is Foster. This coach calls time to talk to his pitcher.
No, he wasn't. He was just getting up.
That's good to know.
Kind of unfortunate there. Aiden Foster kind of was cruising through the first quarter of this inning and then kind of started to let up a little bit, allowing some base runners to reach, advance, and then score. So, I mean, coaches really wanted to kind of clear his head here, try to get his mind right, just to finish out this inning, see what they can do, and see if the bats can kind of come back and get these runs back.
Yeah, it's definitely a coaching moment because for Foster, the way that Southeast is playing, it may not be the last time that he'll have to take the mound, have to be in this kind of situation where, hey, I have a lead, and I gotta find the best way to protect it with runners in scoring position.
And of course, that's the only pitcher, that's the pitcher's job, especially late in this game. You still have a 3-run lead, so some runs to work with here, but you don't want to get too caught up in the moment. As Sewell will foul that one off. The count is now 2-1, so it looks like the talk from the head coach there did the trick.
Just under it. You're just under it. Clear it.
So Jason Sewell now awaits the delivery, ripped to right field, and that ball is off the glove of Smith. So rounding third will be Martino to score and record that a double for Jason Sewell. It's a 2-run ball game.
Let's go, CJ! All right, CJ, your turn now.
Coming in for the
Now this has transpired to be a big inning for New England. They're scored
number 11,
3 in the 5th inning.
Pretty boy.
And now only trailed by 2. It's 7-5 Southeast. It looks like the head coach will be out there. Maybe give him a dry baseball or something. Not sure what's going on here. Brooks Johnson just kind of wanted to go talk to him for a little bit, kind of calm him down here, just to record this one more out. Seems like these hitters and base runners are just trading place at second base. As Boyd now, a big swing and a miss. That one gets by the catcher, right near our broadcast booth. And Sula will advance to third.
Steady heady. Steady head. Walk the ball in the back. Come on, buddy.
So Chris Boyd now down 0-1
Make him pay.
as Foster is looking to record this last and final out of the 5th inning. A big pitch from Foster on the way. Now with a strike, just catching the top of the strike zone. It's now 0-2.
All right, Chris, you got this.
Sulo on third,
Get him home, Chris. Get
Boyd
him
at the
home.
plate. Foster with the biggest pitch of the night.
Good eye. All right, CJ, you got
It'll be
it.
a ball high. I believe that was a curveball there. It's 1-2.
You ready, Chris? Get ready.
Do it over again. That one just low. 2-2. You don't want to work behind in the count anymore. You want to get your man now if I'm Foster.
Here we go, Chris.
Chris Boyd. And watches that one go by. A big strikeout there
Got
for
him good.
Foster. Securing the 2-0 lead for this Southeast team. And that'll be the end of the 5th inning. You're listening to the Cal Ripken 10 and Under World Series on CTV, Beam 7, and YouTube Live. We'll be right back after these short messages.
If you haven't visited Kramer's Sports Bar and Grill in Phenix City, why wait any longer? Food and fun for the whole family. Take a walk on the wild side. Kramer's is your only local spot for exotic dishes such as venison sliders, frog legs. If you haven't visited Kramer's Sports Bar and Grill in Phenix City, why wait any longer? Food and fun for the whole family. Take a walk on the wild side. Kramer's is your only local spot for exotic dishes such as venison sliders, frog legs. If you haven't
Are we good? And we are back here. Southeast still leading 7-5 here in Phenix City, Alabama at the ballpark. A big threatening inning from New England, scoring 3 in the 5th, 1 in the 4th, and 1 in the 3rd. They're only down by 2 off 6 hits and 3 errors. And it looks like still pitching for New England is Brearley. Michael Brearley currently at 49 pitches through 3 innings of work and allowing 3 hits. So his first one there to Smith. Couldn't catch the corner there. It's 1-0.
It's definitely time for Southeast to get a couple of extra runs and extend this lead.
That ball catches the corner.
Hey, I wasn't joking around where Southeast, they start out fast and they kind of cool off. You've kind of seen that trend.
Really not. That one slap towered down the third base line, but just foul and to the left of that third base bag.
That was
So
a tough
possible
one.
big start there for Southeast. That would have been a leadoff double. And instead, it's 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's a tough one for Southeast to swallow. They definitely starting to feel the pressure of New England mounting a comeback. So a leadoff run will definitely do great here for Southeast.
Slap down the left side, and that one just foul once again. We'll keep that count at 1-2. Let's do it over.
Looks like Smith is definitely feeling the oppo right here. Back-to-back hits down the third base line.
Jason.
So, of course, it's the bottom of the 5th inning, just 1 inning to go here. Southeast just looking to do any more as they can to put on some insurance runs.
Babe, I might need to put some stuff. How do I do it?
That's coming up next on CTVBeam and YouTube Live will be New Jersey and Phenix City. That will be the nightcap for today.
That'll be the last game on Field 1 on this long Saturday afternoon, consisting of 2 rain delays that we have sat through and protected our equipment, but we are back out here for game 4 and 5, or 3 and 4, excuse me. That ball sailing high. Southeast just want to get another leadoff man here. Oh yeah! And a big strikeout there. New England's Michael Brearley recording the first out of this inning by strikeout.
And that's big for New England, just getting that first out, putting Southeast in a tough position.
And that one just a bit outside. If the bull was back there, that probably would have hit it. That'll be 1-0 with 1 out here. We're right back in there. Ground ball to the left side, fielded by Paquette, and a thrower to first in time.
2 quick outs for New England, and the defense coming through strong. Great pitching and great defense by New England. It's definitely cleaned up a lot of their kind of situations. And they're going for 3 straight goose eggs in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
And that was kind of interesting, Jared. I do now see your point. I really didn't believe it at first. Southeast got off to such a hot start, scoring 2 in the first and 5 in the second, but then really starting to then fall apart just a little bit, trying to get things back here in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Of course, like you said, haven't scored yet. Have threatened, but the New England pitching has kept the Southeast hitters at bay. So we're here sitting with 2 outs.
Next up,
the bottom half of this
is number 18, your center fielder, John.
As you can hear some action in the background, that's on field 2. But right now it's Fournier in the box for Southeast. He'll take ball 1 outside.
And there's some great action going on here in Phenix City for the World Series. That's a good game right here.
All same spot. It's 2-0.
Come on, Mike.
Bottom of the 5th inning here. Southeast really just trying to put on some insurance run any way they can. And a strike on the inside corner. A big pitch there. New England looking like the more dominant team in the latter half of this game. And another strike there, right back in the count, is Brearley. Southeast looking to get their leadoff man on here. Ground ball left side, little dribbler, Weiss up with it. The thrower to the first, in time to get Fournier. And that will end the 5th inning, so it looks like New England with some new hope as they'll be coming up in the top half of the 6th inning. We're going to keep it right here, though, just to kind of give you a little recap of the game. Currently, New England didn't score until the 3rd inning when they were already down 7-0. So 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, and we'll see what they do here in the 6th. What they need is 2 runs just to tie the things up, as this will possibly be their last at-bat of the game if they can't get any runs across the board. They're right now at 6 hits with 5 runs to show for it and 3 errors. As for Southeast, they scored in the first 2 innings of the game. There's 7 runs, and they were kept at bay in the latter half innings with 4 hits and 2 errors.
The big thing for New England right now is just getting a leadoff hitter in this inning and Brearley up. Just getting him on base by any means necessary, whether he has to hit it in the gap, whether he has to force that walk, as Adrian Foster has had a little bit of control issue, and he's going to stay in the game right now. So we'll see how New England's going to try to attack him.
And whether that's the decision of the coach because he might be out of pitching and he really wants to, not just out of pitching, but maybe you just want to save your arms for bracket play. Because this game, it is important, but when you look at the bigger picture here, we do have another 4 days of bracket play after today, which are honestly more important when you look at the bigger picture of things here.
Yeah, but for Southeast, you look at the picture right now, they don't have any wins in pool play. This is their one chance. This is it. And if they want to make some noise and carry some momentum into the bracket play, they need a win over New England.
It's a general area, right? Definitely. It is, yeah.
In Foster's way of a save here.
Stand up and jump off. You know,
It's Michael Brearley.
That's different, yeah. But standing up.
For Foster, he has a face of determination right now. He's 3 outs away from the first win for Southeast in this tournament. He knows how important this is that these next 3 at-bats go. He wants to put him down 1, 2, 3. He doesn't want to play around with them. He doesn't want to keep New England in there with some errors by his infield or outfield, which we've seen a couple of times. Southeast with 2 errors on the day.
And let me tell you, that's always the plan as a pitcher. Whenever you can go 1, 2, 3, there's nothing more satisfying than walking back after striking that third guy out in the inning, knowing that you are the more dominant player on the field.
New England needs the first batter to get on base. Southeast needs that first out quick.
So real big momentum shift here with Michael Brearley now stepping into the box for New England. So really it's all determined here. Who can take the momentum here?
Up to back, number 22, Luke the
If Southeast
Whale
can close that here, they'll secure the win. But not if New England has anything to say about that.
Correction. That will be Aiden.
Or strike 1 over the heart of the plate there. Quickly ahead is Foster. And fouled off for strike 2. Foster working relatively fast.
Yeah, you see Foster, he's determined. He's not going to take any break. He's going. He's
Michael,
going.
the Grizzlies. Grizzlies.
The 0-2 on its way. Curveball's got him looking.
That's what Southeast needed. They wanted it quick, 1, 2, 3, and a little bit of sigh of relief for Southeast right now.
On deck, number 24, Jason Hansu.
Jason Carullo will take a strike on the outside half of the plate. Man, Foster's a whole new pitcher out there this inning. And quickly 0-2 once again.
He's starting with a purpose. He has the team on his shoulder right now, trying to get that first win in pool play.
Let's see the deuce right here. Instead, he'll stick it with the fastball and get his man. 2 strikeouts to start this top of the 6th inning, and Southeast is just 1 out away from securing their first victory.
I mean, he's throwing with a purpose. You can see it. I mean, he's going back to the mound. And look, 1 second, 2 seconds. He's up there for 3 seconds before he throws the ball.
Step out on him. Step out.
Look at this.
My goodness, he is in the zone right now.
1, 2, he's going.
And really, that's what's effective right now. The umpire kind of pinched him there, but yet another really good pitch there. It's 2-1.
2-1.
The delivery, a big swing and a miss there. Now Southeast just a strike away from the first win in their Cal Ripken World Series appearance. On its way, strike 3, got him looking. Foster strikes out the side to seal the deal for the Southeast as they defeat the New England squad by a score of 7-5. My goodness, I don't think it gets much more exciting than that. Coming down to the 6th inning, when you have a struggling pitcher in the 5th inning, coming back out for his 6th inning of work, and then doing what he just did. That's impressive. That is dominance.
All throughout pool play, Southeast had a tendency of, as the game got later and later in the game, that they had a hard time closing it out. That time, Aiden Foster got on the mound, and he said, guys, infield, outfield, don't worry about it. I got this.
So New England, that'll seal it for them. They have 5 runs, 6 hits on 3 errors. As for Southeast, that's 7 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors for them. Southeast, of course, wins it by a final score of 7-5. I'm Ian Kowalski alongside my color man, Jared Dillard. You're listening to the Cal Ripken 10U World Series
Player of the
on
game.
CTVBeam 7
This award
and
is in
YouTube
recognition
Live.
of the
We'll be
Babe
right back
Ruth
for
League
coverage of the next
Incorporated
game in
late
about an
president
hour.
and CEO, Run Television. His commitment to our nation's youth was unsurpassed.
If you haven't visited Kramer's Sports Bar and Grill in Phenix City, why wait any longer? Food and fun for the whole family. Take a walk on the wild side. Kramer's is your only local spot for exotic dishes such as venison sliders, frog legs. If you haven't visited.
I mean, I think it's been interesting for this year because we've challenged these guys each week to fill out what we call commitment cards, where they actually set goals every week, not just personally, but practice goals, goals for the team in tournaments. And it's been amazing to watch them take ownership and leadership of their own development and really understand that for them to separate themselves, it's more than just what they do in practice. To really separate themselves as far as their skill set and and just preparation, it's things that they do outside of practice. And so,
you know, I think it is a special group of boys, and of course you don't get there with the talent and the commitment that they have without the parents behind them. You know, we've known for a year now that we're going to be here at the World Series, winning regionals a year ago, and so we started then, you know, preparing for fundraising and, you know, putting together different fundraising opportunities. So I think without their help, I mean, there wouldn't be, these kids wouldn't be where they're at today. So yeah, definitely appreciate what they've done.
So this group, it's a very, very unique group because they're incredibly talented. I think it's cliche to say that, you know, you hate to lose more than you like to win, but that embodies these kids. They drive each other, and honestly, it's the highlight of my day to be able to go out, get done with work, get on the field with them and work with them because they're so incredibly coachable, they're so competitive, and I think that's why we're here. I think that's why our families invest as much as they do because they know how special this group of kids are.
Oh, it's everything. I mean, everybody in this room has dedicated their entire spring and summer to this team for this moment. So, you know, it's remarkable. You win New England's, and then all of a sudden it's, you know, hurry up and plan a trip to Alabama. And we have 13 kids, 13 families that are here. It's a remarkable commitment, and super proud of this group.
I can't speak enough for these parents. I mean, starting from last year, 2-hour drives to games all through the spring. I mean, we travel all over New England to play in AAU tournaments. I can't speak enough about them, so thank you, parents.
And in springtime, we also play within town, which is, it's nice that we all compete against each other, but there's always that fun-loving, joking, you know, camaraderie that they have, even though they're on other teams. And then it's just nice as we come into summertime that they all just start to gel together and we get the group and it really becomes a great team rather than just individuals. So it's been nice.
Oh, it's hot. It's hot and humid, but past week up in New England, we're from Windham, New Hampshire. It's been mid-90s as well. Down here, just a little bit more humidity, but you know, we have a strong group of boys. They'll handle it.
So we definitely appreciate all the parents' help and all the community help. We've had a lot of sponsors to get here. You know, it's a lot of work getting these guys. So hats off to the community. They really got behind these boys. You know, we're sitting here together. We've all been doing this T-ball together. Really good friends. Hang out outside of baseball. It's more of a family than it is anything else.
I think it's a very talented group. So like Coach Sean said a little bit, when one guy doesn't step up, there's always somebody right behind him. It's not like one guy, 2 guys, 3 guys has to carry the load. There's 12 guys who have all contributed, whether it's pitching, hitting, defense, stealing bases. It's a really talented team. So it's been really fun to watch.
It feels great. I mean, we've been working for the World Series since February, and this has been our dream to get here, and it's been awesome being in the World Series.
team has very much been intact. In fact, in many ways, since they were 8 years old, and we've gotten better and progressed and improved each year. Last year we made it to the World Series, but we were second in the region. This year we were able to win our district, win states, and win the region as well. So very proud to be here and kind of build on those experiences. We have many quiet leaders on this team, and we have some very loud vocal leaders. And truly they each take a moment to step up and rise to the occasion. I think one of the things that I will be most proud of was part of the state tournament. The team actually was recognized for the Sportsmanship Award. So I think it's a testament to their character both on and off the field.
I will say that it's been an absolute just joy working with the kids and getting to know the families and the parents, and it's been something really special, and we've known them for a long time, but this year has been that much more, just kind of earning our way each and every day, and winning that region this time. So that was fun.
Yeah, we like to say Rockville rolls deep. I mean, you guys obviously can't see it on the camera, but we got a huge fan base here behind us. They travel wherever we go, and